So if hookups started in the 1920s, and that's where it began, what do you think is going to happen now, 100 years later, and we're coming out of a pandemic again? You think it's going to make people want to be more monogamous, or do you think hooking up is going to like become more of a thing? Like we've already seen open relationships becoming
Right.
more popular in the last, like, I guess, decade.
Absolutely.
So,
I think people are feeling very lonely right now.
mhm,
They're feeling isolated still and they're feeling very lonely and they want connection. And something the hookup culture does not give us is connection.
yeah.
Intimacy, sure, right?
Mhm,
Fulfills that need for sex, but it doesn't necessarily give you connection. It doesn't build a relationship. And I think people are craving relationships. So I think I, professional opinion, think
mhm,
people are going to go full force into relationships that may not be the healthiest just because they're feeling lonely.
mm,
This person might be good enough,
mm.
right? Um, and yes, I do think we do have plenty of people who will just jump right back into the hookup culture and, you know, feed that sexual need right now before they get back into an actual relationship.
I feel like sometimes I feel like we're all not meant to be monogamous, if I could be totally honest with you. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know if you agree 100%. And I think that's why hookup culture really took hold, because I think in the 1920s, with money and, and ambition, people started to realize, this experience of life, maybe it's just my experience and I get to do whatever I want to do. I don't necessarily have to have a family and kids and stuff, even though that's became the norm in like the mid-century on to like maybe about the 70s and 80s. But maybe we're not meant to be monogamous, and maybe hookup culture is really what we should be going for. What are your feelings about that?
I think, like I said, the hookup culture doesn't allow for true connection. There's no bond that gets created between two people in the hookup culture, right?
Mhm,
It's very sexual, it's very self centered, actually. I think where it becomes a problem, and this is where I think that it's going to become a problem now for people on dating sites, is that they're going to present themselves as seeking a relationship because in our minds, for some reason, we have this idea of that is what dating apps are for. They're
mhm,
to find a relationship. So, in order to find myself a partner, even if it's just a sexual partner, I have to
mhm,
present myself as seeking a relationship. And then what happens is they have this profile that's designed saying, I have all the things, I have the house, I have the car, I have the career, I'm ready for a relationship, I'm looking for my person. And then they meet someone and they're like, well, I don't want a relationship with you, I just want to hook
mm.
up. And then there's the confusion, right?
It's
And
almost like
that's
a
happened
bait
to
and
me.
switch. Yeah, that's
It
happened to me.
is.
Yeah. Sometimes I think, do we sometimes use sex to lure love?